Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome and these are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. All eyes on Maria as the Virgin Islands prepares for the worst and hopes for the best. An update on the G.E.R.S. with Senator Chucky Hansen. And soccer. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, the Virgin Islands is in direct path of Tropical Storm Maria. On the line with us is Luis Rosa from the National Weather Service in Puerto Rico.
We have a tropical wave over the Leeward Islands. It's going to be moving across the Virgin Islands during the day tomorrow. So I expect numerous showers and thunderstorms over the islands tomorrow with potential for flash flooding. Should be a nice day on Friday, and then the Tropical Storm Maria should be moving closer to the islands during Saturday afternoon. Right now, the latest forecast from the Hurricane Center brings the storm very near Anegada Island on the late Saturday afternoon, which the Virgin Islands should expect weather to deteriorate possibly as early as Friday night at midnight. With bulk of the weather actually occurring during the day on Sunday, once the storm moves to the north and northwest of the islands and the winds switch to the south and southeast. Given the fast movement of the storm, heavy rainfall amounts should be limited by the fast movement, and also the winds, any impact should be short-lived.
Mr. Rosa, I believe you were saying that we should here in the Virgin Islands see effects of Maria Saturday evening, Sunday night. Is that about right?
Yes, most likely going to be late Saturday and Sunday, once the winds switch to the southeast and the storm moves out to the northwest of the Virgin Islands.
We're now going to check in with Elton Lewis, Director of VITEMA.
Thank you very much, Jerome. We're going to start right off with the Executive Director of VITEMA, Elton Lewis. We're looking at tropical disturbance number 13. And, sir, perhaps by the time we do this tonight at 7 o'clock, I want to remind everyone it's around 1 o'clock now, and the director has worked right through lunch. He might have to go to dinner. That might be your next meal. Well, it's casualties of war, of course. Sir, we're going to get right to it. Could be Maria. The cone has it directly over the Virgin Islands. How are you and your staff looking at this one?
Well, Wes, we had a conference call this morning with the National Weather Service out of Puerto Rico, just to give us an update in terms of the status of the prospect of Tropical Storm Maria heading to the Virgin Islands. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we are going to hold another conference call with the National Weather Service. That will give us a better indication as to the impact in the Virgin Islands. Let me just say, though, that with that prospect, once again, we are advising all of the residents of the territory to make ready, pack, and be informed in terms of preparedness. Stay tuned to the local weather station, as well as your TV and radio station, and certainly as well as VI Alert. We're going to be putting out all of the information as it becomes available through VI Alert.
With that, when do you think we should start seeing the effects of what could be called Tropical Storm or Hurricane Maria? What day? And should it be like Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon? What are your forecasters telling you?
Again, Wes, as I indicated, I think I best leave that information until tomorrow. Anytime after 9 o'clock, we will have more definitive in our information. I think it's prudent to make sure that we provide the correct and most accurate information to the general population, and rather than speculating.
I'm Wes Small at VITEMA, and Christianstead, please look out for one another. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes, for keeping us abreast of what's happening with Tropical Storm Maria and Elton Lewis. Now Wes Small goes and checks out what's happening at the American Red Cross with the disaster director, Marla Matthews.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jerome. I know you are familiar with West Side Story. Remember that? Modern Romeo and Juliet. Maria, I just met a girl named Maria. Yeah, but this Maria might not be a pleasure to meet. If she is born, and she should be in just a few hours, all the cones take her right over the United States Virgin Islands. Stronger, safer, smarter. That's what we've become since Hugo. The disaster director with me now is Miss Marla Matthew, and she is going to give you some do's and don'ts about the shelter activity. We're just minutes away from trying to talk to Elton Lewis, very busy executive director of VITEMA. All of a sudden, we're back in emergency mode. Marla, what do you want to tell the general public tonight?
Okay, thank you, Wes. We've done this before, and we are back into another routine, and we're asking our public to be prepared and have a plan. To have a plan and to be prepared means that by now you should be restocking your disaster kits. Make sure you have non-perishable foods, an adequate supply of water. All your medications have been refilled. Your gas tank has also been refilled, and all the extra keys that you need to be prepared has taken place. So please don't let us wait until the last minute to make a mad rush for the grocery store to do shopping. Make sure all of that takes place now. Also, if you're planning to come to the shelter, we'd like you to also come prepared with those items. Bring along a blanket and games for your small children. Any special medication or toiletry needs that you have, Pampers for your children. We are having a full-service shelter that is in partnership with the Department of Human Services. So we will have counselors available, light meals if you need to grab a bite to eat and snack to wade through the storm. We're asking that all volunteers at this time, you are being placed on alert. You should report to the American Red Cross. Contact us by telephone to advise us of your availability as well. So Wes, to the general public, it is get ready, be Red Cross ready.
Remember, folks, prepare for the worst and let we hope for the best. I'm Wes Small at the American Red Cross chapter on St. Croix. Thank you, Marla. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at what's happening with the G.E.R.S. as well as a more in-depth look at Tropical Storm Maria. Stay with us. Let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight. In your Caribbean report tonight, we start in St. Lucia, where Assistant Police Commissioner Frances Henry was spot on when she spoke of the security challenges in transcending national borders jurisdictions and the need for local law enforcement authorities to readjust because of the complexities of crime and their traditional crime-fighting strategies. It is in this vein that a 3-week criminal investigation course, which started yesterday at Police Academy La Toc, is of importance as it brings together personnel from the local law police department, customs, and air and seaport authority to be tutored on various aspects of criminal investigation. And in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, opposition leader and banana farmer Arnhem Eustasis says the black ciguatoga infestation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is at a crisis level, and he blames Dr. Ralph Consal's government for the situation. Eustasis said on radio on Monday that many banana farmers have had to cut down trees planted after Hurricane Tomas last November because the government had not sprayed fruits as often as necessary to contain the disease. Black ciguatoga is a leaf spotting disease of banana that can cut a tree's fruit production in half. The fungal disease causes dark leaf spots and eventually enlarges and coalesces, causing much of the leaf area to turn yellow and brown. The disease has triggered a premature ripening of the fruit shipped to the United Kingdom. And finally, we turn to Barbados, where Barbados stands to benefit from the signing of 4 agreements totaling an approximately $16 million between China and Barbados yesterday. The agreement facilitates the implementation of economic and technical cooperation between the two governments. They also provide funds that will be used for projects to be agreed upon between the two governments later. Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs Christopher Sinclair was due to initiate the agreements on behalf of Barbados' government, while Chinese Ambassador Wei Quangan signed on behalf of his country at an official ceremony. And that's your Caribbean report for tonight. Now it's time for an update with the G.E.R.S. News Channel 8. Wes Small is with Senator Chucky Hansen at the new G.E.R.S. building in Golden Rock.
Thank you very much, Jerome. We are here in Orange Grove, Golden Rock area, here at the new G.E.R.S building. This is the first time I've done a story here with the illustrious Senator Alicia Chucky Hansen. Always fighting LEAC and other atrocities that are hitting us. But today, it's about our G.E.R.S system, the Government Employee Retirement System. Boy, we've heard a lot of talk about that. All right, Senator, please give us an update.
Actually, making it very short and sweet, I've proposed legislation to repeal Section 7K of Act 7261, which is the early retirement incentive provision that they had for retirees, where they offered them about $10,000, actually forcing them into retirement, and then now they're saying there's no money. So what I did, I submitted this proposal to reverse the action and make it optional for any retiree who were forced out of retirement. They have gone and they never received the $10,000. It's up to you, if this proposal passes, to return back to your position with all your benefits, your accrued sick leave, accrued annual leave, your health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, accrued time within the G.E.R.S. As a matter of fact, they had even people paying into the system in order to leave, actually forcing you with such an incentive that may not work. Now, if they pay you before September 1st, or maybe actually October the 1st, as was promised, then that may not be necessary. But they indicated that by September 1st, you will get your money. And if you don't get your money, I think it's only fair that this government reinstate you and give you all your benefits back. Because to do otherwise is just trickery on these retirees, actually government employees who are now retirees. And we need to show them respect and appreciation for the over 30 years they have served in our government.
In front of the new G.E.R.S, that's some information for you. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And we want to thank Senator Alicia Chucky Hansen for making those statements tonight. When we come back from this break, soccer. Stay with us.